Good morning, world. I am getting ready to get on the bike. It is 6:26 in the morning. I'm pretty much all packed. It's just still dark outside. And we are about ready to go. Just had to do a couple last things and then we are off. It is still fairly cool this morning, so I think it's only like 12 Fahrenheit out. So yeah, it's gonna be a cold ride this morning. We are riding from Chiang Mai, Thailand to Nakhon Saw, Thailand. It is about 500 kilometers today, so we figure Google Maps says 7 hours and some change, but we usually get there a little bit earlier than that, even stopping for coffee. So we are planning around 6 hours of riding today. You can see Mike off to my right there. I'm not sure if we're trying to race or something, but we tend to take turns following each other. And yeah, he has a little bit faster bike than I do, but we tend to relatively ride very well together and work as a team and stick together so traffic doesn't lose. We are at our first fuel stop and Mike is like over here drooling over his bike.
She's pretty!
This is the PTT. This is where we usually stop to get fuel many times. And then we go to Amazon and we get coffee. That's what we do. Well, I filled up and we were going down the highway and we started smelling gas and Mike was behind me. He said, "You're losing fuel." You can say I was losing fuel. But we are all fixed now. Just popped the line, Mike put it back on, clipped it together, and we're putting my bike back together and then we'll be on the road again. Take two. After a little mishap of my fuel line popping off and blowing fuel all over the highway, we just kind of continued on with our journey. I smelled like fuel all day long, and so does my bike, and so did my boot for several days. There was really nothing exciting on this day of the ride. You can see the smoke in the air because it's smoky season here in the north of Thailand. They love to burn the forest here, and I'm not exactly sure why, but it causes a lot of smoke in the air, and we end up leaving for a couple months because the air gets so bad to breathe you can't really go outside. But as you can see, we're going through a bunch of construction. This went on for a while. I just gave you the short version of it. There are traffic patterns during construction here in Thailand, or sometimes iffy at best. Like I just got sprayed down with water right there. Yep. And this was probably the most scenic view of the whole entire day right here was, yeah, the trees and the smoke. But eventually we got to where we needed to be in Nakhon Saw, and the day turned out to be a pretty good day. But yep, we just kept driving and driving and driving. There was not much to see on this day because we were just trying to get to where we needed to be, because we ate a bunch of time fixing my bike, literally tearing my bike apart and fixing it, and we need to make up time because we are headed to Nakhon Saw to meet up with the Headstones motorcycle group. You heard it right. A motorcycle group. An MC group at that. I got an invite to ride with them, so I said sure. Why not? Try something new, right? So, first we need to get down to where most of them lived, and that was in Nakhon Saw. So, we took the journey south, and then it's pretty funny because we have to actually turn around and come back the same way, almost. But we're gonna do the Mong Song Loop with them and then end up back in Chiang Mai. As you can see, we got some more greenery going on. The further south you go, the more different types of trees you start seeing, the palm trees. But this bridge was pretty cool though. Went over. And the river, it was very pretty. It was actually a pretty cool bridge. Probably the highlight of the whole trip today. Until we almost missed this turn up here because we forgot we needed to turn right here. Yeah, I was going a bit fast. You hear me trying to slow down. Mike is almost missing the corner as well. But this was a pretty little shortcut to get back onto the main highway again. But we like scenic views and Mike needed some curves for the day, so we took this back road here. But we almost missed it, to be honest. But yeah. There's some small villages out here. It's a very rural country out this way, which just makes it nice for riding.